Good morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So this is lecture number 8 of Dynamics of Machinery. During the last lecture, we have solved one problem by using energy method. So that problem, it consists one a rolling element that was a disk, and it is constrained to the fixed support by using the spring, okay, having the stiffness spring. So by using energy method, we calculated the natural frequency. So I will show the actual simulation for that vibration model. So actually, in the problem, the physical system was not given. Its simplified vibration model was given. So this was the last example. So it consists one rolling element. So consider this is one roller, or this is one disk. Okay. So it is having the mass m and radius is r. So it can roll on the horizontal surface, and it is constrained with this fixed support by a spring having the stiffness P. Okay. So if you apply the force or torque on that disk, and if you remove that force or torque after some initial displacement, so assume you are applying some torque in the clockwise direction only at the initial condition. Because of this torque, there is a angular displacement of theta. Okay, so you can observe this disk for very small time duration. It will simply rotate. So if this vertical line represents its initial position, so suppose this point is P. Okay, so after some time, this point P, it will move to another location, which is a P dash. Okay, and this angular displacement, this is theta. Once you remove this force or torque, which is externally applied on that disk, then because of the spring stiffness and its inertia, that is a mass moment of inertia, this disk or complete system will have a tendency to oscillate in this direction. Okay, so complete system will start vibrating about this point, which is the initial contact of that disk with the horizontal surface. Okay, suppose this point is O. So about this point, disk will oscillate. So for this oscillation, so basically this will be the free oscillation. And for the free oscillation, we will find out the omega n. So we have already calculated the value of omega n. Okay, so by using energy method. So I will show the simulation how the system will oscillate. Okay, so this is the software simulation. So this is in the Autodesk Inventor dynamic simulation part. So is the screen visible to you? I have shared the second screen. Okay, so here you can observe it is a similar system. So this is the disc, roller, or the wheel. It is resting on this horizontal surface. Its center, which is basically a pivot point, okay, it is connected to this fixed support by using this spring. So when we apply very small torque or the force on this disc, it is having the tendency to roll about this point. That is a point of contact. Okay, and in the free oscillation, as we are interested in calculating the natural frequency, okay, that means we allow the system to oscillate freely due to its spring force and its inertia force only. There is no external force. Okay. Then the frequency of oscillation, that will be a natural frequency. So let us see how the system will oscillate due to its free vibration. So here the vibrations are very rapid. Try to just observe carefully. So this is the actual vibration for that roller. Okay. So just I will change the frame rate. Okay, so now it is very clear. So with this simulation, you have understood how the system is going to oscillate physically. So actually this oscillation frequency, so we calculated this frequency mathematically by using the energy method. Because in order to calculate this frequency experimentally, it is quite difficult, because just by observation we cannot find out this frequency in hertz or in radian per second. Okay, so that is the advantage of mathematical modeling. So actually this mathematical model or vibration model, it is for the wheel of the road roller. Okay, so some road rollers, they use such type of mechanism, that is a vibrating mechanism, in order to level the road surface. So they have some vibrating wheels, and this wheel, they can have the arrangement of spring like this. Okay, for such system you can find out natural frequency by this simplified model. So just I will draw the road roller so you can understand the exact arrangement. It's one of the wheel. We can make this wheel as a vibrating. So it can be constrained in a vertical direction. So it can have the vibrations in this direction, and also we can constrain this in this direction. Okay, so there is a possibility of such type of vibration, because as this wheel, it is not fixed about this point, so it is having the tendency to roll as it is a pivoted point, because this is the axle. Okay, so axle is the pivot point or it is a hinge point, so it can roll. And if you allow this system to oscillate, then we should provide this spring. Okay, so such type of oscillation, so we can get this horizontal oscillation. Okay, at the same time it will have the rolling motion. So for such type of physical system, its simplified model, it can be like this. So most of the example for your syllabus, they have taken from the physical systems. Okay, so there will not be any question that a physical system is given and you have to model it. So directly simplified models are given in your syllabus. You have to just find out the natural frequency by using either energy method or by using Newton's second law. Okay, so with this physical system, you will get the idea from where this model has been derived. Okay, so after that I have given one homework problem. So that system consists one compound pulley, or you can take this as a disc. Okay, one point on the circumference is connected to a spring and then to a fixed support like this. So it is having the stiffness K. At some radius R with respect to the pivot point, we have connected one mass by using one rope. So this rope is connected to this point and this mass is small n. Okay. And this compound disc, so it is having the mass moment of inertia as I0. No need to take its actual dimension, that is a mass m and radius r. Okay, because if the system is simple system, if you have the disk, it is having the radius r and suppose it is having the mass m, then by using standard formula we can find out its mass moment of inertia. This is the mr square by 2. Okay, but such system we don't have the standard formula. Okay, so just we are assuming this as a I0. So basically this system will be, this can be a pulley like this, or it can be a wheel. So for such system we have the standard formula. Okay, now for this system we have to find out the natural frequency. So we use the energy method. So for the energy method, we have this equation, the kinetic energy total plus its potential energy. So it will remain constant throughout the vibration. Okay. Now we have to imagine how the system is going to oscillate or going to vibrate. Okay. So just imagine if we apply some force on this mass. So just try to imagine we pull the mass m in the downward direction by applying some initial force. Okay. So it will undergo some deformation x or displacement x. Okay. And if you release the force from this mass, then because of this spring, the system is going to oscillate by its own, that is a free vibration. Okay. So when we pull the mass m in the downward direction, this complete disk, which is pivoted at this point, it will rotate in this direction by angular displacement theta. Okay. So as the disk is rotating in the clockwise direction by angular displacement theta, so basically this is very small angular displacement. So this point, let us take this point as a P. It will move in the upward direction by very small displacement. So this angular displacement, it is a theta. That is a rotation for this disk. Okay. This will be the deformation of this spring. Okay. So this deformation we can find out by using the length of a sector. So you can use this formula. This is theta, and this is a capital R. So this length we can find out as R into theta. Okay. And if theta is very small, then you can observe this curvature, it will appear as a straight line. Okay. And we can use the same formula R theta in order to calculate this, but it will be a straight line. So this is the R theta. So similarly, for very small angle theta, the deformation of spring K. So this deformation we can find out as a R into theta. Okay. So we can take this deformation. Let us take this as a Y. Just I am using a parameter Y. Okay. So Y is equal to R theta, and Y is nothing but the spring deformation. The mass M, it is having the displacement X. Okay. So why do we need this X displacement and Y deformation? We have to use this in the equation of kinetic energy and the potential energy. So now find out the kinetic energy for the entire system. So kinetic energy of the total system. So as I already explained, kinetic energy is associated with the mass. Okay. So now for this system, there are two masses. One is the hanging mass, this is a small m, and second is this mass which is pivoted at this point. That is the mass of this compound pulley. Okay. So this mass is not directly not given. So instead of mass, what mass moment of inertia is given, that is the I0. So I will write this kinetic energy as kinetic energy for the small mass m plus kinetic energy of the disk or pulley. So for the small mass m, so this mass m, it is having only the linear motion. There is no rotational motion. So we have to just write down the equation as 1/2 m x dot square. Okay. So this is equation for linear kinetic energy. X dot means velocity plus. Now this kinetic energy for the disk, it is purely rotating. It is not rolling. If any mass or any disk is rolling, we have to consider two kinetic energy for linear motion and for rotational motion. As this disk is pivoted at this point, so we have to only consider the rotational motion. Okay. So for the rotational motion, we have the equation for kinetic energy 1/2 I. So I will take this as I0 into theta dot square. So this equation, it is similar to the linear kinetic energy. Just replace mass by mass moment of inertia, and the velocity, that is the linear velocity, by angular velocity theta dot. Okay. Because theta is the displacement, that is angular displacement. Theta dot is the velocity, and theta double dot is the angular acceleration. So generally, we take this theta double dot as the alpha, but in the vibration, we consider this as a double dot. So basically, this is a second differentiation with respect to time. Okay, so this is total kinetic energy. But if you observe this equation, there are two parameters or two variables. One is the x and second is the theta. So we have to convert these two parameters into a single parameter. Okay, because this is a single degree of freedom system. So already we have got the relation. So here we have y is equal to capital R into theta. This is one relation that will give the relation between y and theta. Okay. Second relation we have to find out between this x displacement and the angular displacement theta. So just try to observe this mass m is directly connected at this point. So let us take this point as a point m. When we place this mass m in the downward direction by displacement x, this point m, it will also move in the downward direction by the same displacement x. So let us take point m, it moves to this location, which is a m dash. Okay. So this disk, it will roll by angle theta. So this will be very small angle. and therefore M and M dash, they will be on the same vertical line. So you can take this example. For a very small angle, this actually a curve, it will appear as a straight line. So this will be a straight line M M dash, and this is angle theta, and this radius is r. So this displacement, it is small r into theta. Okay, so we can take the value x is equal to r theta. So this is second relation, small r into theta. So from this, we can put the value y is equal to r theta, x is equal to r theta. So just put here 1 by 2 m x dot will be r into theta dot square plus this remaining value will remain same. So this is 1 by 2 m r square theta dot square plus 1 by 2 I0 theta dot square. Okay, so this is total kinetic energy. So we can write this in the standard format 1 by 2. This is mr square plus I0 into theta dot square. Okay, so this total quantity, this is called as an equivalent mass or equivalent mass moment of inertia. Okay, so we can take this as a m equivalent or this is a I equivalent. So as here theta parameter, so we should consider this as a I equivalent. You can convert this theta into the linear parameter, that is a x. So just we have to use this relation. Okay, so this is equation for kinetic energy. Now we have to find out the potential energy. So potential energy total for the system, as there is only one spring, so we will write this as a 1 by 2 k. Now consider the deformation of the spring. X is the displacement of the mass, it is not deformation of the spring. So what is deformation of the spring? It is a y. So I will write here 1 by 2 k y square. Okay, general equation is for the spring it is 1 by 2 k x square. At that time x is a displacement or deformation of the spring, but we have used x for the mass, and mass and spring they are having the different deformations or displacement. So just replace x by y, so 1 by 2 k y square. Now replace this y in terms of theta. So y is equal to r theta, so it is 1 by 2 k r theta square. So this is equal to 1 by 2 k r square into theta square. Okay, so this is equation for the spring energy. So you can observe here this k r square, it becomes the equivalent spring stiffness, that is a k equivalent. Okay, so now combine these two equations and put this value in this equation. Okay, so here by using the energy method equation, that is a kinetic energy total plus potential energy total is equal to constant. So write the equation. So differentiate this equation with respect to time. Okay, so by differentiating this equation with respect to time, so 1 by 2 and this total quantity, it is a constant value. So 1 by 2, keep this bracket as it is, just differentiate this variable term, that is a theta dot square. Okay, so its differentiation will be 2 into theta dot, and again differentiate theta dot with respect to time, so it will become theta double dot plus 1 by 2, this bracket, it is a constant value. Theta square is the variable, so it is a 2 theta, this is the differentiation, and again differentiate theta with respect to time, so it will become d theta upon dt, that is a velocity, so it is a theta dot, and constant differentiation is 0. Okay, so you can cancel out this 1 by 2, this 2 from this equation, so remaining value is, this value is mr square plus I0 into Now here theta dot and this theta dot you can cancel out. So theta double dot plus this bracket is kr square into theta, this is 0. Okay. So this becomes the equation of motion. That means if you have one physical system like this, and if it is allowed to oscillate by giving some angular displacement theta or by giving the linear displacement to the mass x, then it will oscillate with this equation. So this equation, it will represent the vibration of one physical system. So this is the equation of motion. Basically, this is a differential equation. And to get the value of natural frequency, we should write this in a standard format of simple harmonic motion. So theta double dot plus kr square upon, this is a mr square plus I0 into theta equal to 0. Now this total value, this is nothing but the omega n square. That is a natural frequency square. So from this, we will get omega n is equal to, we should take the square root. So it is a kr square upon mr square plus I0. Okay. So this natural frequency, its unit will be rad per second. So basically this mathematical model or vibration model, so this is a single degree of freedom model of the crane. Okay. So basically this is for the crane pulley. Okay. So this is the physical system. This is not accurate. So this cable, so basically cables are made up of a steel. Okay. So this cable, it will have the elasticity. So that elasticity, this is represented here with the spring element. So actually we are not adding any external spring. So for the analysis purpose, we imagine the elasticity, it will provide the spring. Okay. So there is a possibility that this mass, it will give some, it will get some displacement x, maybe due to wind load or sudden vibrations. Okay. And then system will oscillate. So for this oscillation, the frequency, we can find out omega n by using this mathematical model. Okay. So basically this physical system, it is simplified in this system. Okay. So here just I have shown this straight spring. Okay. Even you can change the direction. You can make it like this. Okay. So this fixed support, it can be the crane body. So you can take this as a crane body, and this is one support. Generally, we have the crane booms. Okay. And this is the cable in order to lift the material. Okay. And this can be a crane hook. Okay, so for such physical system, you can convert this into simplified vibration model. Okay, so there are different vibration models for the cranes or crane pulley. So this is just single degree of freedom model that we have just solved. Okay, even we can model this as a 2 degree of freedom system, but for your syllabus we just have the single degree of freedom system. Okay, so I hope you have understood this, how to get the natural frequency by using the energy method.